I'd like to bring Mr. Maurice Tani on stage. He's such a wonderful songsmith, singer, guitar player, and I want him to talk about his guitar that's 100 years old, old piano. Anyway, Maurice Tani.
Well, it would start right out talking about the guitar. This is a guitar that's built by a friend of mine up in San Francisco, and the guitar itself was built in 2012, and it's got the date written inside of it. Hence my thing. It's a custom-built thing. It's a cocobolo back and sides, but the top of it is made from the recycled piece of spruce that came out of a 100-year-old upright piano. So they say you buy a new guitar and you're supposed to break it in, right? You're supposed to play it for a while until it gets used to being a guitar instead of a tree, apparently. And this is a piece of wood that it already had like 1 billion notes played through it before it ever became a guitar. So all it had to do was realize that it was a guitar instead of a piano. Hence, it tends to sound a bit like a piano. I was going to I was going to do my sets in alphabetical order, but some friends of mine have shown up a little unexpectedly, and so I think I'm going to abandon that entire plan, and I'm going to do some stuff that my friend can relate to, hopefully. I'll start using the microphone. That's what I'm thinking. This is a song about desire and the notion that we often want things that aren't the best things for us, but that never prevents us from wanting that thing anyway. Well, it's winter in my soul. I'm stumbling through the snow. Love's bitter and it's cold, and I've got nowhere to go. I know I should push on, but I've lost my will to try. There's a place on up the road where I'll lay right down and die. Feed me poison, but just a little at a time. Let me taste that first sweet kiss. Let me savor the sublime. Give me poison, and I'll just close my eyes. Let it smother all the pain. Stick it straight into my vein and say you'll be mine. I used to wonder who I am. I don't wonder anymore. The mirror shows a face that I've never seen before. I've hidden all my scars, burned away my fingerprints, playing in the flames, destroying evidence. Give me poison, but just a little at a time. Let me taste that first sweet kiss. Let me savor the sublime. Feed me poison, and I'll just close my eyes. Let it smother all the pain. Stick it straight into my vein and say you'll be mine. Let it smother all the pain. Stick it straight into my vein and say you'll be mine. It was a new day, and at the edge of town, she pulled up to the sign by the light of the rising sun. And with a new brush and some old paint, she lowered the population here by one. She's painting her new dress red, as dark as the color of blood in the pale moonlight. Her new dress is red tonight. She painted herself into a corner. There was nowhere to go in that town of brown and gray. Now she's sketching a new horizon. It's wide and it's straight and it never fades away. Yeah, she's painting her new dress red, as dark as the color of blood in the pale moonlight. Her new dress is red tonight. Tonight. Yeah. And it's a still night in a still life. She's cleaning her brushes in a bucket of kerosene. And it's a new day in a new town. A match in the bucket and she'll have her slate wiped clean. Yeah, she's painting her new dress red, as dark as the color of blood in the pale moonlight. Her new dress is red tonight. 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 For the others sat here, I want to. I was gonna get all Jen-centric on this thing, but let's say this is I don't know whether you've heard of this song. It was written for you, but this song takes place in Los Angeles about 1951 or 52. It takes place in a 3-story apartment building. And our protagonist is the resident of the center flat there. It's for those of you interested in details, it's a stucco structure. I'm thinking it's a, and it's but our protagonist is a tortured sort of character. They've got themselves in a situation that they would like to extricate themselves from, but they haven't found the wherewithal to make that happen. And but as tortured as this character is, they aren't as tortured as the person who lives upstairs. I hear you pacing upstairs every night until dawn, dragging your baggage around, making plans to move on. I've seen you try it before, but it's yet to work out. Every road leads somewhere. You haven't found the right route. I watched you soar too high. I saw you plunge too deep. I saw you burn too hot, shine too bright, sell too cheap. I don't care where you're bound. I need to cover some ground. My bag is packed in your car. Take me with you when you go too far. Take me with you when you go too far. Love is risking it all, skating out to the edge. I just bleed on the keys while you stand on the ledge. I wanna take that chance of going over the falls. This town just blackens the page while the white water calls. I watch you soar too high. I saw you plunge too deep. I saw you burn too hot, shine too bright, sell too cheap. I don't care where you're bound. I need to cover some ground. My bag is packed in your car. Take me with you when you go too far. Take me with you when you go too far. My bag is packed in your car. Take me with you when you go too far. Take me with you when you go too far. This is I'll do one more and then we'll bring up Sean. Where is Sean? Is Sean still here tonight? Did he
went out somewhere.
He went out somewhere. Do you think he'll be back?
He's probably hanging up on coffee.
Yeah, you know him pretty well, right? Billy, you're right.
Yeah.
So you
I'm confident that
you're confident. Okay, that's the important. This is a song. We'll leave it at that. profits were up when they shut this place down. And 800 folks lost their jobs in this factory town. Now they're making it cheaper and almost as good. Some third world country out there than we ever could. We ain't in the game, we ain't on a team. We watch from the stand our American dream. We're watching it all from the cheap seats. They sure as hell ain't luxury suites. The big screen will show what they want us to know. No matter who loses, they win. No matter who loses, they win. When the big box appeared just outside of town, within a year, most of Main Street was dead and shut down. There were lots of new jobs, the new suburban coal mine had us working full time beneath the poverty line. We ain't singing the song, we ain't even singing along. This far from the stage, we can't see what's going on. We're watching it all from the cheap seats. They sure as hell ain't luxury suites. The big screen will show what they want us to know. And no matter who loses, they win. No matter who loses, they win. We never needed to be rich, we never thought that we'd be poor. The truth lies in the middle, there's no middle here no more. I asked my old man when I was a boy, I asked him, Dad, is our family rich or are we poor? He said, neither, son. I remember his smile. He said, we're like everyone else in this town, and the middle's just fine. So where'd we go wrong? What didn't we see? It's Saturday night in the land of the free. We're watching it all from the cheap seats. They sure as hell ain't luxury suites. The big screen will show what they want us to know. And no matter who loses, they win. No matter who loses, they win. So you said that he was going to be here. You said it, Billy. One more time. Oh, one more song? Okay, one more song. I'm going to do this one. This is a special request. As I mentioned earlier, I often take requests, but I don't generally do them. And this one is, but this one is a very special request, and actually, it's the most special type of request that I generally get, and that's because I requested it. And I'm going to, and this isn't as part, this isn't even one of the songs that I was thinking about doing, but I'm going to do this anyway. I think this was the first song I wrote for you. This feels so good. It's been so long since I've had this much attention. It's been a while since I felt a spark worthy of mention. When you're alone, you don't always realize that you're lonely, and I've been lonely. My heart is on my sleeve. Tell me please, is this gonna hurt? Is this gonna hurt? I can brace myself a little if I know. Is this gonna hurt? Though I know that it won't soften up the blow, I'm not afraid to try at love and lose. Though I try to appear strong, I still bruise. Before we take this any further, let me choose. Is this gonna hurt? Is this gonna hurt? Is this gonna hurt? I watch your eyes as your lips pronounce each word I long to hear. You flatter me, and your flattery seems so sincere. But my heart is telling me there's aching on the way. I turn away. I know I should beware, but I don't care. This is gonna hurt. Is this gonna hurt? I can brace myself a little if I know. Is this gonna hurt? Oh, I know that I won't soften up the blow. I'm not afraid to try at love and lose. Though I try to appear strong, I still bruise. Before we take this any further, let me choose. Is this gonna hurt? 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 Thank you, Jen. All right, so do I actually have to introduce Sean now that I've made such a whole bunch of noise about him? You know, is he here? I can't even see.
Yeah, he's here.
He's here? He's in the house? Is that you over there? Hey, Sean, come on up, man. Don't be shy. He's so shy.
What do you want me to do, Maurice?
Well, I'm thinking,
You want a hug?
yeah, give me a hug, man. Man. I'm going to leave this up here, okay? So, all right. Well, you know, I don't want to get in the way of your choreography.
Tani?
Thank you, Irene. Thanks for setting this up, Irene. Irene set this thing up.
Thank y'all for coming, and thank you to Bob Stain, who always hosts shows here at the Coffee Gallery Backstage, and is a great supporter of music, so we're very grateful that he let us have this place to play.
I love this place.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna adjust this, okay? You're not me. I was raised up in San Francisco, and when I was a kid, I remembered before the television programs, sometimes they would say, "From Television City," and it's like, man, it sounded glamorous to me, you know. I mean, I guess if you actually go to where Television City is, it's not as glamorous as it might seem. But to me, it sounded like the Emerald City, right? It was like the capital of Oz, right? I thought that was pretty cool. This is a song about a guy who has he's got a broken heart, and he's decided to change his scenery, and he gets himself a job in a remote place where he interacts with thousands of people every night, but they only know his voice. Even better yet, let's go for broke. This really is nowhere. There's a red dirt scratch up the mountainside, 8 miles long, 1 car wide. My old Buick's at the top, in a gravel parking lot. There's a 50-foot trailer and a 100-foot mast, a 50,000-watt clear channel blast across the western states. I'm a voice without a face. Graveyard shift, midnight to 6, all-night drivers and the urban hicks. I'm pulling down the feed, but I'm burying the lead. Out in the distance I can see the lights dotting the horizon on the clear nights. Are you listening? We're taking calls. This is Radio City. Well, top of the hour, it's the lover's line, but no caller's had a heart as broke as mine. I whisper in your ear, as if only you can hear. I say those things I should have said. I go where I feared to tread, but I know that it's too late to negotiate. Out in the distance I can see the lights dotting the horizon on the clear nights. Are you listening? We're taking calls. This is Radio City. Well, I was a fool to flee from love. I don't know what I was scared of, but look at where I am. This really is nowhere. A million words won't win you back. A million tears stained my heart black. Still words leak from my pen, and the tears start up again. Out in the distance I can see the lights dotting the horizon on the clear nights. I hope you're listening. I wish you'd call. This is Radio City. This is Radio City. This really is nowhere. This is a song that is this one, this is another song about another guy with a broken heart, kind of a theme that I work with a lot. This particular guy is somewhat overburdened with the metaphors of romance, and he finds that that when he is exposed to these this imagery, you know, like starry nights or you know, sunsets, beautiful, that sort of romantic imagery, it just makes him sad. So he decides he's going to move someplace where he doesn't have to be exposed to this kind of stuff for 4, 5, 6 months at a time. Of course, that means getting a job above the Arctic Circle. So this song, at least the first verse or so, it takes place in a bar in Prudhoe Bay. Is what I'm thinking. He doesn't actually work in the oil industry, mind you, but his work has taken him to Prudhoe Bay. See, this is the problem here. A professional guitarist would have spotted that immediately, you know. I'm lazy and I left this over here. Because I knew there was a problem. This song started out with a friend of mine who was a fingerstyle guitarist he was talking on Facebook about how he had been at this gig and somebody came up to him and said, "Can you play some light jazz?" And he's like, "What actually is light jazz?" And it turned into this long discussion with a lot of derogatory comments about light jazz and the nature of it. But one guy pipes up and says, "It's easy. You just play a major 7th chord, and then you play a 4/5 chord, and that's light jazz." And I thought, well, those are just 2 chords. What's derogatory about that? I mean, they're just colors, right? So I was like, I'm going to write a song with a major 7th and a 4/5 chord. I don't think we can call this light jazz, but it's got that chord change in it. Southern exposure, I need closure. I've sailed the ship all over the world. From the deck of this bar I've roamed near and far, looking for a place to unfurl. It's a warm summer night, the sun's dim light sits low in the northern skies. It streams in the window, warm golden yellow. It's midnight on the 4th of July. It's months since I got here, the plan is still unclear. No rudder, but I've plenty of sail. The temperature's lonely and measured in only degrees of translucent to pale. I'm dreading the sunset, it looms like an old debt I can't afford and long past due. When night falls, the stars rise and light up the dark skies, but stars just make me think about home, home and you. You were the star to guide me back when I scanned the evening skies. Where you once were is empty black. Such a lonely fool am I. I'm alright without a home. I'll keep busy, I'll make do. In the day I'm just alone, but at night I'm without you. The sun's my companion, lighting a canyon carved deep by a river of love. Once overflowing, the riverbed showing it must look pretty sad from above. But I went looking for a place where the sun never sets, and I'd never have to face another night with my regrets. I'm alright without a home. I'll keep busy, I'll make do. In the day I'm just alone. But at night I'm without you. In the day I'm just alone. But at night I'm without you. Southern exposure, I need closure. I know what I want to do here. This is if I can find this song. Actually, there's an iPad in front of me here. Most of the, I know it sounds very full when I'm singing this stuff. It's because most of these I've got background tracks recorded on here, so all the orchestrations and the timpanis and all that stuff that you're hearing coming out of the PAs are all coming off this iPad, and it's got a beat thing here that I just follow along. That stuff's coming out, right? You're hearing the background vocals and all that stuff coming out? I'll try to turn that up, and so maybe I'm not doing that. This song that I am about to play is, you know, I mean, obviously I really enjoy metaphor, and this song is probably the most, well, let's say, most overburdened song of metaphor that I've got. I'm not, you know, I don't need these, and I can't actually see what is going on there with them on, and it's just kind of a security blanket that I've got going here. This song is this is a romantic song. This one is based on fictional characters, and this is all metaphor. No one is actually hurt in this thing. This is about this is a song, another song about desire, and we are using a Western travel theme for this song. Our protagonists here. Maybe a little more. We were barely in the foothills, and the grade was long and slow. The mountains towered in the distance, but our eyes were on the road. As our lips met that first time, I felt your fingers at my side, gently tracing the space between ribs number 4 and 5. And as the road climbed ever higher, I caught a glimpse of gleaming steel, the mountains towering around us. I kept my hands upon the wheel, with your lips on my neck. I felt the tip on my side, gently tracing the space between ribs number 4 and 5. Then you slipped the dagger in, smoothly deep into my side, twisting it so slowly as we crossed the great divide. I know you didn't want to kill me. You could have made this so much tougher. No, you'd never want to kill me. You just want to make me suffer. I suffer with desire. I suffer in the heat. The first pin prick, the needle stick, the lover's prime conceit, and drip by drip and sip by sip, each heart-shaped drop of blood so bittersweet. The song goes on and on. But, I think you got the basic idea. One more? Do I have time for one? It was 20 minutes, but I know some of these songs were like crazy short. It's one more. Okay. How about well, let's see. I'm out of stuff. I should do I did all the good stuff before you got here. I'm sorry about that. What was that? Poison. I already did that one. Yeah.
Honey in the Air.
Oh. All right. That's good. I don't normally take requests, but that's actually something up and a little uplifting. This is a song that takes place. This is patterned after 50s style country songs. These are all country songs because I'm wearing the cowboy hat, right? This is patterned after a 50s style country music, which was a more innocent time, and the characters in those songs tended to have their their tension and release tended to be over things that were a bit more innocent. And this song takes place in a 4-story wooden hotel out in the valley, someplace like Modesto or maybe Fresno or something. I'm not going to say Bakersfield. It's just too overdone. And so this is this protagonist in this song is he's a good guy. He's perhaps not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He's a kind of a hard-working sort of fella. He's got a girlfriend who is she's not evil. She's just kind of mischievous. The problems that she gets, the trouble he gets in with her is that they go out to the honky-tonks and they spend all of his money, and he's broke till the next payday. That's the kind of tension or release we have in this song. And this, and you can tell, like to say, you can tell this is based on an old style of music because it starts right out talking about a payphone. There's a payphone in the hall, just like there is on every floor. I hear it ringing through the wall. There's a banging on my door. Somebody yells the calls for me. So I set down this glass of gin. I've got a feeling, yes sirree, trouble's calling me again. She's pouring honey in my ear. Sweet little lies I long to hear. I'm gonna do things I'll regret. Gonna get more than I get. Watch my money disappear. I'll check just how much cash I've got, so I know how much I'm gonna lose. I know it's all gonna get shot, shooting dice and shots of booze. She's pouring honey in my ear. Sweet little lies I long to hear. I'm gonna do things I'll regret. Gonna get more than I get. Watch my money disappear. My common sense should interfere, but she's sounding so sincere. I'll forget what's right from wrong when I hear that siren song from the devil in my ear. Oh, wait, there's more. Why can't I learn from my mistakes? Well, I'm not so sure that I want to. Not when there's so much fun to make. There's so many left to do. She's pouring honey in my ear. Sweet little lies I long to hear. I'm gonna do things I'll regret. Gonna give more than I get. Watch my money disappear. My common sense should interfere, but she's sounding so sincere. I'll forget what's right from wrong when I hear that siren song from the devil in my ear. I'll forget what's right from wrong when I hear that siren song from the devil in my ear. Thanks, everybody. One quick one. That was a request from Irene running the show here, so I'm not hogging this because I know Sean's coming up here, and I'm a little afraid of Sean. So. But you know, he's okay. I'm gonna take a wild shot at this song that I don't think I've ever actually tried to play this song live, but Jen is here, and I thought I would just kind of give this a crack. Is that thing stuck in there? No, it's not stuck in there, right? Is it? No, it's not there.
It fell.
Messing with my mind now. Now they're just messing with my mind. It's on the floor. Okay, well, that's a good place for it. I have these made in yellow so that I can find them on the floor. It's a little professional music tip there. I don't know what color you use, Billy, but green. Not flat black, right? There's Has it been a hard day, honey? Yeah, I've had one too. I just got in the door not 10 minutes before you go wash your hands. Now, baby, supper is gonna be a while. I spent all day just thinking, no, make that missing you. How I think we found in each other a love that's strong and true. Go wash your hands now, baby. Supper is gonna be a while. I got you something special just to show you that I care. Just give me a couple of minutes, baby, then you can come upstairs. Find some quiet music on the clock radio. Pour us a couple of glasses of wine and turn the lights down low. Well, has it been a hard day, honey? Yeah, I've had one too. Yeah, just got in the door not 10 minutes before you go wash your hands now, baby. Supper is gonna be a while. Josephine had Napoleon, Juliet had Romeo, Cleopatra had Mark Antony, Bonnie had her Clyde Barrow. And we've got each other, a little nation of two, undivided, forever united, just me and you. Has it been a hard day, honey? Yeah, I've had one too. I just got in the door not 10 minutes before you go Go wash your hands now, baby. Supper is gonna be a while. Go wash your hands now, babe. Supper is gonna be a while. All right. Thanks for having us, Sean, Billy, et al. I'm going to turn this thing off, Sean, so you aren't playing off my set list. You start doing my songs, and it's just no good can come of this.
I'll be careful.
Let's see, how am I going to get out of here?